Did you know it's nearly been 18 years since we've last had a Mario Golf game on a home Nintendo console? Believe it or not, Toadstool Tour for the Nintendo GameCube back in 2003 was the last time we had an entry of this golfing game on a home console. So yeah, we had one on the 3DS, sure, but this is the first time in like nearly 2 decades that it's coming to the Nintendo Switch and we're getting a new entry, so that's really cool. Today I thought we'd just kind of go through some of the early reviews and see what the critics have to say about it and just help you decide whether you want to pick this one up or not. I've got to say, the early reviews are kind of middling, not overwhelmingly positive or overwhelmingly negative for that matter, but let's just see what the reviews have to say and let's just jump in and you can judge for yourself. Famitsu's review, which gave the game a 33 out of 40, said the new Speed Golf mode is amazing, adding that it turns the golf concept on its head. Alex Donaldson, writing for VG247, claims this latest entry doesn't exactly have the greatest story mode, but its core gameplay and modes are excellent. He adds that these modes are absolutely vital too, since their dynamism helps to offset a low number of courses and the shortcomings of the adventure mode. 3 out of 5. Your man Chris Scullion over at VGC said this latest Mario Golf installment lays down solid foundations but feels a bit safe, adding that at its core this is a brilliant take on the sport with hugely satisfying controls, but right now at launch it's merely entertaining, not essential. Another 3 out of 5. Shannon Lau, writing for the Washington Post's launcher, praises the game for having a robust core mechanic, but shares that overall its small scope feels like it merits a lower price, and unless you find yourself playing with a gaggle of friends who love golf, it falls flat on its own. Simon Cardy for IGN calls Mario Golf Super Rush comfort food gaming, noting that the speed golf mode introduced in this new entry is a bright point that shakes up the formula, but the actual main adventure mode is sadly a short and not overly sweet few hours, resulting in something that lacks the variety, replayability and general amount of content needed to be considered a standout in the series. A fun but underwhelming entry into the series, 6 out of 10. Mark Deschamps at comicbook.com was notably keener on Camelot's latest slice of Mario golfing action, saying this vibrant take on the Mushroom Kingdom has just about everything a player could want out of a Mario sport title, 4.5 out of 5. Writing for Nintendo Life, Thomas Whitehead shared how the game left him with an inescapable feeling that, despite a premium price point, this is a mid-B tier first-party release from Nintendo. There is a good level of content here, but it lacks spark. He goes on to conclude, noting that this is a game that in many respects hits its mark, but one that at times suffers from an absence of creativity. 7 out of 10. Colette Sterling at My Nintendo News explains how Mario Golf Super Rush on the Nintendo Switch is both challenging the status quo with fast-paced speed golf and returning to its roots with a story mode. However, it seems the overall experience is possibly a bit lopsided, as she goes on to call this entry one for players who want to experience the thrills of golf at quadruple the pace, before adding that those looking for a more traditional Mario Golf experience may feel snubbed. 8 out of 10. Ben Tyra for Games Radar said that Super Rush does have moments of surreal charm, but ultimately swings in multiple different directions without a convincing impact. 2.5 out of 5. Eurogamer's review by Christian Donlan didn't seem overly taken with the new speed golf mode, opting instead for this certain magic that's to be found in the ever-soothing standard mode. Finally, Nathan Birch at WCCF Tech calls this a masterstroke, claiming it's the plumber's best sporting outing in a good long time, featuring smartly revamped core mechanics, beautiful varied courses, clever new modes, and a single player adventure full of fun twists. 9 out of 10. So there you have it, that's what people think of Mario Golf Super Rush now some of the early reviews are out. I've linked up all of the reviews that I've mentioned in this video in the description below, so you can go and check them out if you want to dive deeper into any of those. And let me know in the comments if you're picking it up. I'll catch you in the next one.